Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls Remastered with just the bow. Last time we were defeated by the Black Knight and his friend Jake the Twink, and so this time I've come back, gotten my souls and my humanity, spent all the additional souls I had, plus the soul packets I picked up on more arrows. As you can see, we now have 214 standard arrows in the bottom left. I also got 20 large arrows just in case we want to deal a bit more damage, and I also bought the residence key so we can open up this door here and take a look inside. Now last time I didn't point it out, but there was a treasure chest right here, and we can go ahead and pop this one open and see if we get a gold pine resin times 3. Now that's a pretty nice item. It applies lightning to your main hand weapon, so if you have a buffable weapon you can do that, but bows cannot be buffed, so that's mostly just vendor trash for us. Way to get more arrows basically. Now this guy doesn't have a flaming barrel this time. I think he normally does. I don't know why he doesn't this time. So we'll just take him out with a couple well-placed arrows right there. And this time, since our humanity is not active, we can't be invaded, I don't believe. So we're just gonna go for a large arrow to the back of this guy's head and then switch back, because I don't actually want to fight him with large arrows. Ooh, that was a bad time to attack, but thankfully it resulted in a headshot. I really like little headshots, sounds almost like a gunshot bouncing off of a rock or something, plus a splash of water hitting a hot pan. That's the best way I could describe that sound. But it's pretty nice either way. So last time we almost had this guy down, but then Jake the Twink came and rained on our parade a little bit by comboing me with the Dark Knight in the corner, and I just got totally taken out. But as I said before, that's just the nature of Dark Souls, and nothing wrong with it. Hopefully we'll get invaded more in the future, but I didn't really want to get invaded a second time whilst fighting the Dark Knight here, or the Black Knight I should suppose. And also didn't want to keep using up all my humanities that fast, so we'll wait till I'm maybe a bit stronger before I start running around looking for invasions. But I really just wanted to get into the mix of it right away in Dark Souls, but it's quite possible there are too many twinks for me to fight just yet, especially doing the bow only thing as I do. Now in Dark Souls 3 I did add a rule where I could use like crossbows and I think just crossbows, maybe items as well like firebombs. I'm not sure, just for PvP though, but I don't think I'll do that in this one. Just because it's just kind of becomes a little bit confusing to mix it up between the two. But if the PvP becomes just like too impossible to do just with the bow, and it's either like play offline or try that, I may try that. But I may also just play offline, because I have done that in my other Let's Play, just because it oh shoot, makes the game a little bit more recordable, to be honest, in my opinion. Alright, well, let's not die to the Black Knight here, because I no longer have any Estus left whatsoever. So let's just be patient, dodge all the attacks, watch out for any surprise thrusting attacks like that. Ooh, like that one. I even saw it coming, and I just took full damage from it. That really sucks. This could be a death right here. I would really like to not die to the Black Knight again, seeing as how I've died here once already. And normally with a melee weapon, there's a pretty foolproof kind of cheesy way to kill him. Actually, almost all the knights fall to that, but and it's pretty foolproof if you can get it down. But I won't be showcasing that here. Maybe if I do another playthrough or do some showcasing of certain tips and tricks or something like that, who knows. I'm just being like super duper careful here, so sorry if it seems like I should be going for a shot and I'm not. I really just don't want to get got, you know what I mean? I'm really a big fan of not getting got. It's one of my favorite things to do, is in fact not get got. Ooh, the way he like stumbled there, that was a little bit scary. I might be dead. No? Okay. It's hard to see exactly how much damage you're going to do to this guy. Now, I'm okay if he kind of stands over there. I really don't like that when they shield from behind, they're still considered shielded. that's really a mechanic about this game. It's not my favorite. I feel like if you shoot someone with an arrow from behind, it should consider as like being a, not a backstab, but like a back shot perhaps. Like maybe that's how you could make bow combat a little bit more fun for bow users. Oh my gosh, sorry. I just have to take a breath. Titanite chunk and no more stress. That was crazy. Okay, we got that down. Now there is another reason to take out that knight. It's not a big reason, but it will be helpful for me because I tend to take a lot of hits. Is the item right here, which is a blue tearstone ring. And what that does is when you're low on health, it'll give you a defense boost. I think it's when you're at 20%. It just says when you're in danger. A nice part about that too is it can help you sorry, that sounded ridiculous. It can help prevent you from getting one-shotted, I think, in some scenarios, because it'll boost your defense for like the damage that applies to that portion of your health. I'm not quite sure. I might be ridiculously wrong on that. But yeah, here we have a staircase, and thankfully nothing on the way to the top. We do have one thing I need to deal with right here, which is this little guy. This is a crystal lizard, and these guys, when you kill them, give you special gems to upgrade your equipment, but they also disappear really quick, so you gotta be swift. Ooh, that was a really good. They don't always give the same stuff, and I got 2 twinkling titanite and 2 large titanite shards. That's really good luck right there. Now, I need to go in here, but I wish I had some way to heal. I really do. Do I have anything that'll heal? I guess I could use a humanity. That would heal me. It wouldn't be great to do that, but you know what? We're gonna go for it. This is what I'm here to do. There we go. Got a bunch of health back. Got 2 humanity now. I still have twin humanity, so we do have that in our pocket. So traverse the white fog there, and looking out, there's another tower, another door over there, and then we got 2 dudes with crossbows right here, and they really suck. So we're just gonna try and not die. There we go. Should be golden now. I am probably going to equip the twin humanity on my bar here, just because if I need to use it, I want to have it available to me, and I didn't want to have to pop something like that this early on, but we'll just have to see how it goes. So this is a boss fight, and I'll show you who it is in just a second here. This boss took me about 6 months the first time I played this game, because it was absolutely terrifying and I had no idea how to do it. So this is the Taurus Demon, and he's vicious. He looks really cool in this remake, I gotta say, or remaster, I suppose. He's got like much more defined muscles. It's a lot less of a big pixelated mess and more of a giant monster, which is really terrifying. Bo's doing okay against him so far because he has not a lot of room to move around here. Oh, I gotta be careful with my dodges though. He can knock you off the edge, and in fact in certain situations he can knock himself off the edge, which is kind of hilarious. I have had him just walk off the edge right there before. Oh no, disasters are gone after the defeat of a Gravelord? What's that all about? I've never seen that before. I did see some people that had a Gravelord sign down earlier on in the playthrough, or when I was clearing out the monsters to get my souls back and stuff. But I didn't invite any of them, so hope I didn't just get invaded by a Gravelord. Victory sheave, woohoo! So yeah, sorry, I got distracted by that other thing, but the bow made short work of the Taurus Demon there. So we got humanities and some other good stuff. We got 3,000 souls, and I think there's an item over here. So that's our first real boss with the bow. He wasn't too bad at all, I must say. Pretty linear, like boss arena. So you're just staying away from him, putting arrows in him seemed to work great. Here's a really old friend.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Find your very own son, huh?
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
For you? Sure, bud.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
That sounds wonderful.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
A white sign soapstone.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Yeah, me too, man. That sounds great. I'll leave you to it, and we'll move on our way. But yeah, the white sign soapstone allows us to put down our sign and be summoned into other people's worlds to give them a hand. Or, yeah, mostly just give them a hand. Let's see, do I want to... I'm going to have to run across this, and I'm going to take damage, and I don't know if it's enough damage to kill me. So I am actually going to put my other armor on here. Let me just see, what's got the highest flame resistance? Because that's what we want right now, is some flame resistance. This one's got higher flame defense, so let's go with that. And yeah, I'm going to do it anyways, just because if I die right here, that's a lot of work undone. So here we go. Charging across the bridge. As it's always been a point in the game where I usually take a lot of damage or die. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, that actually didn't deal as much damage as I thought it was going to. But, well, what happens there is that giant dragon comes and basically wipes the bridge out. Save for those two guys. But we can fix that. Let's go ahead and take care of that right now. Oh, dragon friend, come on. Is he not gonna... Oh, did they like change the way the dragon works? In the first game, you could just walk out here and the dragon would just start nuking everything on the bridge, but he's quite a bit more reserved now. What a kind guy. Okay, well, we'll have to come back and deal with him at some point. And here's that ladder I was talking about in the first episode, where we can climb down, and I suppose I could have just jumped down and get back to the bonfire. And that's the beauty of this Dark Souls, is that everything is linked by a shortcut, or a secret, or another passage, which I really like. So let's change my armor back to normal, I guess. That was kind of goofy. And let's think, do I want to go get some more arrows? I suppose I could do some leveling up really quick. Can I get up to 20 dexterity? Yes, I can. Let's do that. And then I have 1,000 souls left. Yeah, let's go spend it on some arrows really quick. See if we can't one-shot these guys now. Not quite. Do quite a bit of damage, but not one-shot capable just yet. Bonk. One-shot that guy though, which is nice. And this guy is gonna be on his way. Ooh, got him in the noggin. I need to find a better path to killing these guys, because they tend to have this terrible way of pathing that if I don't kill them in the right order, they all just start dashing out towards me. I'm not going to mess around with these guys. Oh, they already destroyed this path right there. That's interesting. Usually they don't do that. This guy's got all his wit, of course, that he likes to go on and on about. 144 more arrows. 280 is a good supply for starting out here. I feel like we're starting to get our archery kit together. Gonna have to discover some more bows soon. We are gonna probably use great bows, but they're a little bit challenging to use, like aside from like the first shot on things. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We may use them for some goofy moments, which I quite enjoy. They're definitely going to be a lot of fun for PvP, that's for sure. So we have a friend somewhere around here. There we go. Oh, he lowered his shield at exactly the right moment for me. Ooh, get around that. Handy trick with these dudes with shields is to just strafe around them. It does work sometimes. Let's heal up right there. And see if we can't just put an arrow on this guy's face. Does not appear to be the case. Just let him do an attack, and let him do a few more attacks. Got him in one moment there where he dropped his guard. That worked better. Okay, let's go back here and actually take a look up here and see what's going on. So we have a dragon tail and the dragon. Now I can actually shoot this dragon tail, and if I do that enough times, he'll actually give us a weapon. Oh, okay, he actually jumped straight down that time. They may have changed it in this one. Maybe you can't cheese it as much, but in the first version of this game, okay, he does go back, but you could repeatedly shoot his dragon tail and eventually get a special weapon from it. I think he would then leave though, so you couldn't fight him. I don't think until like New Game Plus maybe. Okay, let's get out of the way of these rats. But that was a really good weapon for early on in the game if you were really struggling. I used it the first time I played this game because I couldn't figure out how to do anything. And that at least did damage. It allowed me to kill things, which is all I really wanted. And then eventually as I went on to play the game, I really fell in love with it, used a whole bunch of different weapons, and here we are, doing it with a bow, which I think is awesome. Oh, and rats have a habit of dropping humanity, so if you need to farm some humanity, rats are your friend. There's some in the sewers near the start of the game, and there's 3 in that little spot right there. There's a path up here to a knight, and I would go fight him, but I truly believe that I'm not ready for him, and so I'm not going to do that. Down here we have a path to the dragon, basically. He's right over there guarding this section. Can't quite see him, but he's over there. There's a bonfire there. We'll be coming in here a little later once I feel ready to take on the dragon. So let's put an arrow in that guy's face. See if we can get him to drop his guard for just a moment and let us in there. Now we got a situation here. We have what looks like a gigantic metal rhino, or at least armored rhino, I suppose. My arrows are not long enough to actually hurt those guys, so let's do this the way that we have to, I guess. Oh man, I didn't see this guy coming charging at me though. There's Mr. Rhino right there. That guy's down, that's good. Got me a hollow soldier armor. That guy's walking around with a shield up. Can't really do much about him just yet, but I will have to before someone else comes to deal with me. He's gonna probably attack now. He seems to like attacking after I attack him, so I feel like as long as I keep up a persistent beat on him, then he's gonna eventually let me hit him. Got another spear guy here. See if I can poke out. Nope, he saw me. He saw me a long time before I could even pull my arrow back. Come on, man. I don't want to deal with you, but I have to, because you're in my way. There we go. Bam, got him. Okay, now we can deal with these guys. Right in the face. That's what I want. Boom. Alright, that guy's gonna try and shoot me. Take a shot at him. Got him. Alright, that's most of the hollows here. I think there's still one over here. No, perhaps not. Oh, it looks like there's a guy below me actually. Yep, I just heard him swinging. Yeah, there he is. You can barely see his little feet down there. Got an alluring skull here. Aha, there he is. See, like, even how he's walking forward right now, like, you'd think, okay, he's completely facing away from me. Nope, just blocks it. Alright, that's the weak spot of that guy. Everything else is armored. You can backstab him, which is kind of awesome. He dies pretty quickly to it. Boom. And combo attack, got him. Okay, I don't really know how I want to deal with this guy. Should I cheese him out, or should I just shoot him with a whole bunch of arrows, or should I go down there and fight him? I mean, it's kind of hard to actually deal damage to him with arrows, but if I went down there and fought him and used my get behind him and shoot him in the butt techniques, that might work. Oh, okay, or he could just deal a absolutely insane amount of damage to me right off the bat, and I can run away with my tail between my legs and attempt to heal. So there's a cheesy way to deal with him, and that is to put him in the fire like that, because as you can see, he just took a ton of damage, and I didn't even mean for it to happen like that. Oh my gosh, then that fire hurt me. Oh man. I may just have to use the fire. That might be the only chance I have. Because I was going to try and get right into his butt there. Try and use that to my advantage. Can deal some damage here. That worked a little bit. It's not going to work if he charges. Oh, he's charging at me. If he gets cheesed by the fire, honestly, I'm just gonna take it, because this guy's just pretty difficult at this point in the game. Oh, nope, got him with the arrow shot. Did cheese him a bit with the fire, but I think I didn't really have a choice. He can drop some cool stuff, but yeah, we'll probably get it another time. I think there are more of those in the game, but not very many. They are quite troublesome opponents, or can be though. This guy, this is a cheeky little bugger right here. You'd think, oh, I'm gonna go chase that little weak guy down, but you'd be making a huge mistake, because there are in fact a ambush waiting for you right around the corners that you gotta trigger by running out there, I guess. And they're not actually, there they are, all these guys. Thankfully they're pretty weak, but when they're up close to you, they can be pretty quick, and they can combo you with all their friends. It's quite nasty. I wouldn't recommend it. Anybody else gonna jump out? No? Alright. I know there's more of you in here, so I'm just trying to be careful of you. Aha! There's another one. And there's another one down there. Whoops. Can I just get you? Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Get the item over here. Can't actually break the table there. Mystery key. That'll come in handy later when we meet a certain other NPC. But I won't spoil that for you. Let's head on up here. And oh, we got two of these guys. Better take one up before they start moving around. Alright, and I think we have some treasure to grab here. So let's hop across this beam. Get the large soul of a lost undead. That's a really nice grab, because it can mean more arrows for me if I'm in a pinch, which may happen at some points. This game can be pretty brutal sometimes, but that's one of the reasons I love it. Okay, we're going to cross through another fog door here. This one doesn't actually lead to a boss fight. You might be surprised. There's a few fog doors in the game that don't actually lead you into a boss fight. I switched to large arrows to get a good ambush on this knight right here. 52 damage, not bad. He's got just a tiny little shield, of course, but arrows can't do anything against shields. That would just be ridiculous if arrows could somehow bypass a shield by not actually hitting the shield itself. That would just be preposterous. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a very hard fight, I think. Oh my gosh, and he's got me in all kinds of weird situations here. I don't even know if I want to stick around. I'm considering a homeward bone right now, honestly, because this has gone kind of bad now. Can he actually? Oh, he can climb ladders. This is bad. This is quite bad, in fact. Can he walk on beams? If he can walk on beams, I'm homeward boning right now. He can walk on beams, I'm homeward boning. Can I survive that fall? I can. Can I survive this climb? Aha! We may have escaped him. I don't think I can make it to the next bonfire without getting hit. Do I attempt it? Is that worth it? Oh, I don't even have any humanities left to use, I don't think. Do I? I do. Okay, let's use a humanity really quick. And then let's just run to the bonfire here. Normally I would want to take my time through all this, but considering the danger I'm in and how much distance there is between these places. And that's not a normal enemy to be right there. That's due to that grave lording thing, I believe. And there's actually, is there normally 3 knights right here? There might be. That might not be normal. But that second knight with the big shield, he's new. He has not been there in the previous versions of this game. Or at least, not in the one that I played that I didn't get grave lorded. Which, I'm not entirely sure what grave lording is, but I believe it's when someone can, like, make the game more challenging in your world by adding additional monsters somehow. I'm really not 100% on how it works, but I think that's what's going on. I might be wrong, so if someone knows, they can correct me in the comments or something. But yeah, there's a lot to that I don't quite understand yet. So yeah, here we are in the next bonfire. I think I'm gonna not reverse my hollowing yet. I don't think I'm ready. But you can hear the smacks of an anvil down here, and that would be a really important NPC. Good old Smith right here.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
This guy looks kind of familiar if you're a Dark Souls 3 player, which is kind of interesting. You learn a gesture here, hurrah. And then we can modify our equipment. So we need special embers to do that, which that's going to like infuse things with lightning and stuff like that. We can reinforce the weapons that we have, which I don't have any Titanite shards right now. But you can see we can up the short bow from 31 damage to +1, which is 34 damage. So I think he does sell them. And I think we only need, what do we need? 2 of them to reinforce the short bow. So, no, just 1 actually. So let's purchase 1 Titanite shard, please. And we're going to reinforce the short bow just to make it a little stronger. Probably going to try and max out on the bows.
Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Oh, what a nice guy. We're probably going to reinforce all the bows I find to try and make them as strong as I can and try them all out. So we'll start with this one for now. And yeah, actually I didn't check to see if he sells any other bows. We should do that really quickly here.
Well, you need...
So let's see, purchase item. He does sell no bows at all, but he does sell arrows. And since we're here, let's just go ahead and buy even more standard arrows.
Where are you off to?
I'm off to adventure, man. There's so much to do. Okay, so let's do this the normal way and head on over here and talk to another NPC, and then we'll head up top and try and clear the area. And maybe actually maybe we'll just see this NPC and we'll save the next area for next time. Let's chat to Mr. Onion looking knight here.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
So he's stuck flat up against this gate, it appears, and it doesn't seem like he's doing too much about it other than having to sit down and think about it. Needs shortcut, yeah, for real. Anything else to say, buddy?
Still closed. Still closed.
Yep. Yeah,
still
he's
closed.
not really doing a whole lot about it. So you may be hearing those bells going constantly. That's something worth taking note of. I'll explain that a little bit later in the playthrough, but that's a pretty cool feature that is going off right now, and that's pretty awesome. But you'll understand. I suppose I should tell you now. After you defeat the first boss, remember that Bells of Awakening things that was going on in the first episode there? Well, we're trying to get to one of those Bells of Awakening right now. And not after the first boss, like I stuttered over there for a second, but after the end of the area coming up here, there's probably a bell up in that tower that I think we can ring, and that is one of the Bells of Awakening that we're looking for. We're going to do that next time, since this episode's going a little bit long now, but we made pretty good progress, made it to this important bonfire over here, and we have made it through this ridiculous area over here, which we still need to explore a bit and get some treasure for. But we'll be doing that next time. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.